Hey there, today I'm in my office and we are talking about shoes. One of my favorite topics, hiking shoes. I'm Becky, I'm an experienced hiker, and I like to share trail stories, stories about gear, and all things hiking. When I started hiking, I started using the shoes that I was wearing that I went to the gym. Turns out they were really good shoes. My absolute favorite shoes that I started hiking with were a version of these, the Salomon Speed Cross. Now, these say Speed Cross 5. There have been so many different versions of this that I've changed over the years. And what I love most about these shoes, now these are worn. These are worn, ready for retirement. I'm actually just washed them, so they're going to the donation pile. But the tread. The tread is serious. I kind of joke that it's like wearing cleats. One of the things that I'm going to share with you in this video is my secret ingredient of how I make these shoes so incredibly comfortable for miles and miles, hours and hours, and my feet never hurt. Over time for me, this section right here gets worn down. It's just the way I walk. How do you know when your shoe is ready to go? How do you know when it's time to retire it? Because I guarantee you it's not because it looks all terrible up here. I'm going to show you a pair of shoes that I evolved to in a moment, and you're going to look at it and go, Becky, they look like they're brand new. One of the things is this section right here breaks down, and for me, I start to feel every single pebble, every rock, everything on trail, and my feet start to feel fatigue about 4 or 5 miles in, and that's when I know it's time to buy new shoes. Now, a couple of years ago, I felt like I was rolling my ankles a little bit more. And so I upgraded to these guys. And this is the X Ultra, again, by Salomon. It's my favorite brand. And I started using these, and it was like all of a sudden I went into 4-wheel drive with hiking. They are mid top. They're not considered all the way high. And I love them. This is my first pair. Wore this one for 400 miles. I got a second pair and I wore them for almost 400 miles. And recently I decided, it was a big decision. I decided I was going to go back to the lower ankle. And this is a brand new pair. I just wore it once yesterday. And I'm so happy to be back. This is the Speed Cross. It doesn't even have a number anymore. So I just bought these. And I think they're cute, first and foremost. But secondly, I don't know if you can really see that, but look at that tread. The tread is just incredible. Yesterday when I went hiking, I could just feel my feet just embedding into the trail and keeping me safe. This is my favorite part. Now, I want to share with you my secret ingredient that I use in my shoes. I also haven't put the secret ingredient in here because I wanted to do it with you. So these shoes are roughly, you're going to pay anywhere from $120 to $180. They're not cheap. And you would think that the insole would be pretty good quality, right? Wrong. Let's take a look at it. This is the insole. See how thin that is? I don't know if you can actually see. It's kind of curved, but it's super thin. There's just like nothing there. So what I do is I buy special inserts. I go old school, Dr. Scholl's. And these aren't just any Dr. Scholl's. I specifically chose them for a reason. They're all-purpose sport and fitness. And here's what I love about them is this is what they look like when you pull them out. Okay. A lot of people, their insoles, they like them for the heel part, to have heel. That's great. That's not really my area that needs the cushion. I like this. The ball of my foot, that's where I don't know if there's not a lot of pad there on my foot, but for whatever reason, this is the area that needs the extra oomph for me. And these, I can't tell you how many of these I've gone through, because when I buy a new pair of shoes, I buy a new pair of these and I put in a brand new pair and I wear them until I don't enjoy the shoe anymore. And I love these. I've tried other inserts and I always go back to my Dr. Scholl's. So there you have it. I hope that's helpful. I have tried other brands over the years of shoes, and I'm not going to say their names just because they didn't work for me doesn't mean they're not going to work for you. But what I also love about Salomon's is I pulled these out of the box, and yesterday I did an 8-mile hike. No blisters, no soreness, nothing. I've gotten these out of the box and I've done 20 miles. So I know this is the brand for me. When people say, "Oh, you got to break in your shoe," I don't understand that, because with Salomon I never need to do that. I am not a spokesperson for Salomon. I'm not sponsored by them. I am just sharing how much I love their product. So find what works best for you. I know REI, you can go and you can buy a shoe and you can even hike and wear them. And if they don't work, you can return them and do whatever it takes for you to find the shoe that you love. It is one of the most important parts of hiking gear. All right, make sure, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Let me hear what your favorite shoe is or what you liked about this video, and share with your friends. And I will see you next time.